going to do a tag, a quick little tag, because I was tagged by Melody over at Transforming Melody mid last week, and I'm just at a moment where I feel kind of back in the swing of things. Not that you can tell by all of this. Yeah. Anyways, it is called the dinner tag, and here we go. Favorite crock pot meal. Mainly, I just cook a tri-tip in the crock pot. That's pretty much all I ever cook in my crock pot. Favorite easy cleanup meal. Tacos. Favorite Pinterest dish. I don't think I've ever made anything off Pinterest. I have a big old list on my Pinterest of dishes that look amazing, and because I love my Pinterest page. It's so cute. It's like a whole nother world. But I don't think I've ever made anything off of there. Healthiest dinner dish you make. Grilled chicken salad. And we eat it often. Favorite soup you make. My favorite is I make the chicken enchilada soup from Chili's, and it is exactly the same soup. It tastes exactly the same. My family's favorite is the pasta visual knockoff from Olive Garden when I make that. Most unique dish you make. Okay, I make a spaghetti dish that is my mother's, handed down from my mom, that all of us girls and most of our families love, but not all of us. We don't all love it. But it is a spaghetti dish that is not made with spaghetti sauce. The sauce is very different, but it's good. You either love it or hate it. But we call it Mom's Spaghetti, but I think the actual name is Italian Delight or something like that. Oh, that's funny. Favorite pasta dish. That is my favorite pasta dish that I make. Number 8, kids' favorite meal. My kids' favorite meal is also a pasta dish. I take penne noodles. I personally like the bigger ones, the ones with the ridges on it. They have a specific name, but I can't think of the name right now. And then I will take a quart of heavy cream. I know, I don't want to hear a word out of you. A quart of heavy cream, a quarter cup of butter, and I simmer that low and slow until it reduces. I mean, literally, like I'm cooking that for maybe an hour and a half. Low and slow, low and slow, low and slow. And what I'm doing is I'm making Alfredo sauce. And then if you take a microplaner and grate over the pot a whole triangle of Parmesan cheese slowly after it's simmered and reduced at least by a quarter. And it needs to be a microplane because it literally cannot be chunks of cheese or it will not turn out. And you microplane the cheese on there to a light little layer, and you stir it in slowly. Everything is slow and never gets to a boil. Can you tell Gina's in her office? Yeah, someone's pulling the trash can around. If it gets to a boil, you've ruined the sauce. You cannot let the sauce boil, period, at all. So then I put in a little bit of nutmeg at the end, some salt and pepper to taste, and that is literally the entire recipe. Now, if you get to the end and it's just too thin for you, because you didn't let it reduce enough, you can take like literally teaspoon by teaspoon until you get it to the thickness that you want of cream cheese at a time, 1 teaspoon at a time, and let it melt in there and let it get back to a good, it's not bubbling. Don't let it get to a bubble, but a good consistent heat rising. And then if that's still too thin, you add another teaspoon. If it's too thick for you, you would add like a teaspoon at a time of the heavy cream, or even milk at that point. But you need to make sure that it never boils. I can't stress that enough. Now, my kid's favorite meal is that base, and then you put a cup, you take like half of that because you don't need it all, but you take about half of that sauce and you put a cup of fontina cheese in it and melt that down, which makes it even more fattening, whatever. And then you pour that over the noodles, and it's not really rigatoni and it's not really penne, but it's penne with ridges, which you would think would be called rigatoni, but there is another pasta, and I can't think of it right offhand. Anyways, and then you put grilled chicken all in it, and you stir it all up, and you put it under the broiler with some Parm cheese on the top to brown up. So fattening and so good. So there it is. That is my kids' favorite meal. Now you got to know my kids are, 30 and 26. They're not children. Dish you always bring to parties, potlucks, and gatherings. We don't do that very often. We don't go to potlucks because my husband won't eat at them. If we go to family meals, it depends on if it's a holiday or it's just we go for the fights or we go for a party or whatever. But in the winter, normally I take frosted sugar cookies. In just a gathering, a food gathering, I take chopped salad. I take every single vegetable and I chop it to the same about 1/4 inch size. So everything is the same size and there is a multitude of stuff in it. Everybody loves my salad because it's not like just a normal garden salad. I mean, it has the whole kitchen sink in it. And it's really good and it's really crunchy, which I think is why people like it. There they are again. Sorry. Number 10. Keep this tag alive. Tag 3 friends. I'm going to tag different people. I'm going to tag people that are not in this same little group of people. I'm going to tag Beth Graves, Shell 7, Diane Corriette, if you feel that you're interested in doing it, I would love to see it. And I know she's subscribed to me because she comments all the time. Oh, there it is. JW23. Jennifer, you're tagged. There you go. Bye, guys. Talk to you later. Have a great day. God bless.